Hello my loves, welcome back to yet another bare naked face with Mr. JOVI. In today's video, we're going to be doing a classic Charlotte Tilbury Indian bridal makeup, but make it affordable. All of you will be able to recreate this bridal makeup, which you can wear even if you're not a bride. You can be the bride's sister, bride's mother, bride's friend, wedding guest. We don't even need a wedding in the picture. It can be for a party, whatever it is, guys. This is a very gorgeous, glamorous, achievable, but modern, sophisticated, updated makeup tutorial. I don't know if I can explain this any further, but let's get started. Before we start, guys, if this is the very first time you're seeing this face, hello, I am Jovita and I would love it if you took a second to click that red subscribe button just underneath this video. Now let's get started. When we start with our base, the most important thing you need to keep in mind is the skincare and the prep, because the better your skin looks, the better your base is going to look. I've already cleansed my face and I've exfoliated my skin last night, so my skin texture is smooth and even. Now it's time to hydrate my skin, and for that, what I love to use before a heavy makeup is a good hyaluronic acid serum. And today I'm using the 5% hyaluronic acid serum from Dermaco. I love this serum because it's quick absorbing, it's very lightweight, it has 5% hyaluronic acid, and it also has a vitamin B5, which is panthenol. Now, hyaluronic acid is an extremely naturally occurring acid in our serum. That's what keeps our skin plump and hydrated. And hyaluronic acid, guys, is what we call a humectant. So it's gonna keep your skin plump and hydrated and plump out your fine lines and wrinkles and, you know, dewy and glossy. And that's what all of us wanna look like. The same thing with vitamin B5 or panthenol. It also has anti-inflammatory properties. So if you have irritated skin, it's gonna calm down your skin and basically gonna give you the kind of skin that you would get if you drink a lot of water and is happy, stress-free, and you also get a lot of sleep. This serum is also sulfate and paraben free. It's also dye and mineral oil free. And what I love about Dermaco serums is that they are so transparent with the percentages of the ingredients that they use. Since the hyaluronic acid serum holds on to water, I like to mist my face with a hydrating facial mist, anything of your choice, to help that hyaluronic acid with the moisture that it can hold on to. Now I'm going to leave this on my face for 5 minutes, let it just absorb into my skin. We're also going to prime the skin with a glow-giving primer. This is going to add that extra glow on your face and also help in filling out your little pores and fine lines, your smile lines. I mean, no problem in having all that, but when you are applying makeup, if you apply a little bit of primer, especially for a wedding day, this is gonna help apply that foundation very smoothly and evenly all over your face. It's also going to give that added shine and glow to your skin. In case you miss out on the product information that I'm giving while I'm speaking, because I'm trying to go through this as fast as possible, we don't want like a 2-hour makeup video, you know. So I will also link all the products I'm using down in the description bar below. And a little bit of this primer, I'm also going to apply it to all the exposed parts of our skin, especially when you are a bride. The places we forget are the ears, the back of the neck, because you need to remember it's not just a 2D picture of you. People can see you from all around. The back of the neck, if you have an open back, you need to be applying your primer, a little bit of foundation, your hyaluronic acid, everything on all your open, you know, even your hands, everywhere. I'm gonna be focusing just on my face today because that's all you can see. I forgot to mention this, but if you have dry skin, you can apply any moisturizer of your choice before you apply the primer, after you apply the hyaluronic acid. I completely forgot that because I have normal skin, it's not dry, but I'm gonna demo this for you just in case you would like to see what it looks like. But ideally, you'll have to apply this before you apply the primer. I'm also pressing a little bit of that hydration underneath my eyes because we need to keep our under eyes extremely hydrated to prevent any sort of creasing or caking. Alright, now it is time for foundation, and I'm using the Forever 52 foundation. This is such an inexpensive foundation, but such a gorgeous foundation. And I always enjoy adding just 1 drop of oil into my foundation because that again adds that extra layer of glowiness and hydration to your skin, and also it prevents that excessive cracking and creasing. It makes your skin look very dewy and glowy. So I'm mixing that foundation in with the oil and then just getting this all over my face. Look, ideally, the jewelry and all of this should come in last. This is all for my effects, you know, YouTube. I want to look special and pretty for you. So you don't have to do all of this while applying your makeup. I am using the e.l.f. sponge today. If you want a little bit more coverage, guys, use a flat top kabuki brush, just like this one, to buff that into your face. It's your choice. And when you apply your foundation, guys, make sure that you cannot see any demarcation or foundation line on the edges of your face. Blend out your jaw, because that looks very, very unprofessional when you can see a clear line of demarcation wherever you stop. At this point, you can take a look at your skin and see if this is enough amount of foundation or if you want a little bit more. I'm gonna apply a little bit more because I have just a touch more of hyperpigmentation peeking through. This month has been so stressful for me. I've broken out so much, so I have all those scars still showing right here. So you don't have to cake up all over your face one more time. And I'm also staying away from places that tend to crease, you know, like my forehead. Very light layer of foundation in those places. I'm also not applying foundation where I'm going to conceal now, because we don't need the extra layer of base, you know. So my under eyes, I'm ignoring it. My mouth area, I'm ignoring it, because I will be applying concealer very soon. Also, if you have dry flaky patches on your face, use a sponge. Using a blending brush, a buffing brush, and buffing will irritate your skin and make it flake even more. Add a little bit of moisturizer along with your foundation and just press your sponge into your skin so that you don't irritate your flaky skin. And guys, if you have flaky skin, it's okay. Dry skin is normal, it's fine. The previous night, just make sure you exfoliate and really, really hydrate your skin, and also drink plenty of water if you have severely dry, flaky skin. And if you have severely oily skin, I'm gonna do a base routine specifically for you in a couple of weeks from now, so stay tuned for that. By the way, I completely forgot to let you know that I have a discount code for Dermaco. If you want to have a 20% discount, use the code Jovita20 at thedermaco.com. All the information will be mentioned down in the description bar below. Concealer. You need 2 shades of concealer, guys. One will be a shade that is your exact skin tone, similar to your foundation shade, and the other one should be maybe 2 shades lighter than your skin tone, and I will show you how to use them. So I'm gonna first start by that shade that is going to be my exact skin tone, okay? And I have a little bit of discoloration peeking through right here. So wherever you have acne marks, maybe you have melasma right here, maybe you have really, really deep under eye circle, you would apply this shade right there and only there. Spot conceal. Using the very same sponge, I'm gonna blend this all out. Just because your favorite YouTubers are talking about applying a concealer, you don't have to feel the need to apply a concealer. Use it only if you need it. So for people who have really, really deep set eyes or really deep under eye circle, apply your dark concealer just there. Now, if you are used to using an orange color corrector, you can also do that step instead of the dark concealer. And when I say dark, I mean your exact skin tone or maybe 1 shade darker. That's fine too. Now let me show you how to use your lighter shade of concealer. So this I'm going to apply just underneath my eyes right there, in one straight line, to brighten up my under eye area, and this will bring a lot of focus to the center of your face. It will be kind of like a spotlight effect. I like to apply it just like this in one straight line underneath your eyes. This is also gonna make your nose appear slimmer, and then we're gonna apply across right on the center of your nose, just a little bit under your lips like that, and your nose right there. Do you see it's kind of right in the center of your face? This is also gonna give you a little bit of reverse contouring, which will kind of give you the effect of a slimmer face. So now I'm taking that same exact sponge and blending this all out. And when you blend this concealer out, guys, you don't really have to pull it out too much towards your cheeks, because I have noticed that that can widen the look of your face. So if you prefer a narrower face, keep the blending towards the center of your face as well. Just when you reach the outer corner, you can, whatever is remaining on your sponge, you can just use it to just lift your eyes right there. The rest you can push it up your nose. Do you see how that very, very subtly gave my face a spotlight effect? It looks like I have a ring light on my face when I don't. What is our next big problem, guys? Creasing under the eyes. So how are we gonna tackle that? A loose powder. We need just the tiniest amount, and we need a fluffy round blending brush like this. This is gonna give you the best application of this powder, okay? Not really to prevent, but to minimize under eye creasing. Now, we are human, we have moving eyelid, we have moving parts, our skin has folds. So a little bit of creasing will happen no matter what. We're not made of plastic. We go back to the sponge and just smoothen out the line under your eyes, and immediately after that, take your loose powder and tap that just under your eyes and around your nose, because we tend to get a little oily right there. This is the only place you would apply this. You can also take this down on your smile line where you smile and this creasing happens just there. Don't swipe, you have to tap the powder right into your eyes, because swiping is gonna disturb your concealer layers. If you tend to crease on the forehead like me, you can do the same thing on your forehead as well. I am swiping here because I'm applying extremely light pressure. And sometimes these white translucent powders has a tendency to do a flashback in photos. So I'm going to take the clean end of our damp beauty sponge and just press it all in so it melts into our face and there will be no flashback. This video is full of tips and tricks now, isn't it? We need our makeup to last an entire day. For that, we need powder, guys. Now, we applied a few shades of concealer and foundation, so we need powders to match that as well. So I've got 2 shades of powder here, one lighter shade and one darker shade. This lighter shade we're gonna apply right underneath the eye where we did a little bit of concealing. So this is going to reinforce that whole thing and make sure our eyes remains fresh and matte and crease proof all day long, even night. This is a 24-hour makeup. Like, somebody do this, recreate this and do a 24-hour wear test challenge. I'm ready to be challenged. I've done wedding bridal makeup for many of my friends. This is exactly what I do for them and they are in love with the makeup. It lasts them all day. This makeup just gets better looking as time passes because your oil production and everything just blends together. It just gets better. For the rest of my face, I'm taking a slightly bigger brush and once again pressing that powder onto the rest of my face. If you're applying makeup all over your chest and your back, you need to do this for your chest and back as well. Now it's time to contour. There is a misconception that contouring can make you look dark. In fact, contouring can make you look slimmer and also reinforce that ring light effect. Bring that focus right to the center of your face and also give you a very chiseled look and everything. So I'm going to take this contour powder from Sugar Cosmetics. Again, all the details will be down in the description bar below. And I like to do a very light, airy contour for my brides. I don't like to do a chiseled model look. You just need a little bit of something. So there we go, and I'm gonna apply this contour slightly above this line, not on the line. So we're gonna lift our face and make it look round and youthful, not really chiseled and drag it down. So slightly above, and then just apply most of the color right there on your hairline, and in small circular motion, taper it down towards the corner of your mouth. By the time I reach here, I hardly have any product here because I've already buffed it all out right next to the hairline. And here, we're just blending it out so we don't have a stark square shape there. You can do the same and take this color down your jawline. You can get a little bit on your forehead and also on the sides of your nose. I also like to take it under my lip because it gives me a more pouty lip. Actually, around my lips. And now it's time for blush. I'm taking my current favorite. This is the K-Beauty Soft Nude Blush. I'm taking a little bit on a soft, fluffy brush. And I'm going to apply this just on the corner of my eyes right here. Not here, not here, in between. Right here. In soft circular motion again. And when there is nothing on the brush, bring it to the corner of my mouth again. You can get a little bit on the tip of your nose and your temple, a little bit underneath your chin. All of my powder products are done, so I'm going to take a little bit of face mist. Anything will do. And then take our beauty blender and just press it all in. We have like about 1,000,000 different layers on our face. This is going to make it all one. And the final step for the face is a little bit of glow. I'm using the Nika Strobe and Glow liquid highlighter because liquid highlighters have that very undetectable effect, you know. So I'm gonna take a drop of that, put it on our same palette. And if you're scared of applying highlighter, thinking you will apply too much, here's a really neat trick. Take a little bit of your foundation and drop it into that highlighter, just a touch. And you can mix it all together and pop that right to the top of your cheek, right there. Work one side at a time. Take your blender and blend it out. I also like to get the highlighter right to the apple of your cheek, so when you smile, it's all like, ah, so happy. Well, it's just a highlighter, baby. I'm gonna get a little bit of that same highlighter on the tip of my nose, on the bridge of my nose right there, on my cupid's bow, just underneath my lips, on my chin, a little bit above the arch of my brow. And then if you're wearing an open neck like this, you do this. You get your collarbone and take a little bit of that highlighter and pop it just on your collarbone like that, okay? Blend it out. Just looks nice, guys. And whatever is remaining, you can take it down your chest like that. Just like that, our base is done. Now I forgot a step right in the beginning while we were prepping our skin. We also had to prep our lips, guys. Apply any lip balm of your choice on your lips, so by the time you're done with the face and the eyes and the hair and everything, your lips are nice and hydrated. Or if you have an overnight sleeping mask, a lip mask, apply that on your lips. So I'm just applying my Vaseline lip balm. I'm gonna apply a base for my eyeshadow, and this is the Sugar Cosmetics Eye Cry On, and it's gonna act as the perfect primer for our eyeshadow. The trick really to keeping your makeup last a long time is very thin multiple layers. So it will take a lot for your body and the environment to break down that many multiple layers. And for this entire eye look, you won't believe this, I'm just gonna use an e.l.f. eyeshadow little palette like this. So we need one pencil brush which is rounded and kind of stiff. We need a flatter, fluffier brush, and then we need a round, fluffy brush for blending. These are pretty much the only brushes that I'm going to use today. I'm going to start with the flat brush, and I'm going to dip into this shade right here. And I'm going to apply that right on my brow bone like that to highlight our brow bone. This is a nice matte shade, so it's not going to give us any unnecessary shine. And I'm also going to pop that to the inner corner to brighten up my eyes. So this brush gives us precision and it also blends at the same time, which is the reason why I picked this brush for this purpose. And this is pack 340. Now I'm going to take the dense pencil brush. This is pack 397, and I'm going to dip into that dark chocolate shade. Now this is a very dark shade, so we have to be very careful with where we apply, which is why I'm taking a precision brush. Tap off the excess, just don't blow into it, guys. It makes the powder more wet. It's not going to blend as easily, so tap off the excess. Start applying this to the outer corner of your eyes like that. I'm extending it just a bit towards my hairline in a slight wing shape. Here I'm going to start blending it towards my crease. I'm holding it towards the end of the brush because I need very little product application as I'm laying out the shape. I don't want to go very heavy-handed right now. I'm tracing out my crease at this point. I'm barely touching my skin when I'm reaching here. And I think we've got a pretty decent crease shape there. Now I'm going to take that big fluffy brush. This is pack 204 without any product on there. And I'm going to clean out the edges. Just like that. Basically going over the color that we just applied. And apply that dark coffee shade just on my lower lash line as well. I'm not bringing it too much to the inner corner because that can close off your eye. And if you want a little bit more depth, you can go back to your outer corner and deepen up that crease. I'm happy with that. So I'm just gonna buff it all in one more time. Now going back to that flat brush, I'm gonna take this deeper bronzer shade and swipe this kind of to the midpoint of our eyes. And with metallic shades, we have to swipe for the color to really deposit on our eyelid. So that's why I'm swiping right here. And after that, I'm going to take the lighter champagne shade. This we will apply on the inner thirds of the eye. Now I'm going to take this shimmery eyeshadow topper from e.l.f. in the shade Champagne Pop. This has glitter in it, so it's going to amplify that shiny disco ball factor. So I'm gonna pop this right to the center of my eye as a topper, just there, so your eye is just beautiful and shiny. And once this is done, if you feel like the depth from your outer corner has washed off, you can add a little bit more of your coffee shade just to bring back that depth. Now we're going to apply a little bit of kohl. So I'm using the Faces Canada kohl pencil. This is one of my favorite kohls. Here, I'm not going to apply the kohl all the way to the inner corner. We're going to apply it just to the outer third. Same way applied to the top. Now I'm going to take the Lacme Iconic Eyeliner and do a little wing. Once again, I'm going to keep it very, very thin and minimal towards the first half of my eye and gonna make it nice and thick towards the end and give it a little baby wing. And to complete the shape, I'm going to extend the inner corner into a point as well. The kids call it fox eyeliner these days, but we've been doing it for centuries. It's time for mascara. Make sure you get the mascara at the base of your lashes, wiggle and pull it up. I'm also gonna stick on a pair of false lashes. I'll do that and I shall be right back. Alright guys, lashes are done. Now let's do our brows. I'm gonna use a cotton round just to remove any foundation or powder on my brows. I'm using reusable cotton rounds, guys. I'll link them down in the description bar below. They are amazing. I've been using them for 1 year. And for my brow, I'm using the Lacme brow pencil. I've spoken about these in so many of my videos. I love them so much. And I'm just gonna fill my brows, brush them out. Now let us finish up with the lips. We have to remove that lip balm, and while you remove it, it's also gonna take away any of your dead skin cells. This is kind of like a lip exfoliation. So your lips are gonna be smooth and ready for lipstick application. I'm gonna first line my lips using a brown lip liner. This is from Deborah Milano in the shade brown. I absolutely love it. So line my lips, and at this stage you can use your lip liner to shape your lips the way you want to. If you want to overline your lips a little bit or alter the shape of your lips a little bit, this is when you would do it. I also like to fill in my lips with my lip liner because, once again, tiny little multiple layers will make sure that you don't have to touch up your lips an entire day. Now for that perfect brown nude that Charlotte Tilbury used on her model, I'm going to mix these two liquid lipsticks from Faces and Forever 52. I will leave the colors that I used down in the description bar below, but it could look different on you depending on your skin tone. This could look much, much darker on you if you are of a lighter skin tone than myself. Ooh, I love it just on its own, but I'm gonna add a tiny pop of pink right to the center of my lips, right there, to give my lip a little bit more pout. And that is it, you guys. I feel like we can add a little bit more blush, so I'm gonna go back to that same blush we used earlier and add a touch more. It looks like I just ruined the whole face, but we can rescue this. So first I'm gonna blend it out and then use our sponge to just press that in. I'm also taking a little bit of that highlighter foundation mix that I had remaining and pressing that over this blush. So it looks like you're blushing from within and the blush is just not sitting on top of your skin like a layer of powder. Guys, check that out. Oh yeah. Now, as your final step, take your setting spray, whatever setting spray that you want. I'm using the NYX one, and I have a whole video about why, how, tips, tricks, hacks, all of that. You can check it out right here. So I'm gonna move my jewelry just for a second and spritz away. If you want, you can take a clean edge of your sponge and press it all in one last time. And here's the final look, you guys. Isn't it absolutely amazing? By the way, if you are wondering where my dupatta and this beautiful blouse is from, it's absolutely stunning, isn't it? It's from a designer called Label M. I will link them down in the description bar below as well. And the jewelry is from Eyeshadow. And a very, very special thanks to Dermaco for sponsoring my video and supporting this channel. If you like this video and if you found this video helpful, guys, please, 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 this helps me a lot. All you have to do is click that thumbs up button just underneath this video. And if you have a friend who's getting married or someone who is looking for a detailed bridal makeup tutorial, share this video with them. You'll be helping them out. You'll also be helping me out and making the world a happier place. Isn't that what we want? So that is it for this video, guys. I really, really hope you found this helpful. I love you so much. If you want more such videos, let me know in the comment section below. I love you so, so much. Mwah. Bye. I'll see you in my next one.